Hello, fellow soil stewards. If you've ever dreamed of transforming your garden into a thriving, nutrient-rich paradise without relying on synthetic fertilizers, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the world of green manures, nature's secret weapon for building soil health, suppressing weeds, and boosting harvests. By the end of this guide, you'll know exactly how to grow fast-growing plants like buckwheat and turn them into green gold for your garden. Let's dig in. What are green manures and why should you care? Green manures, often called cover crops, are plants grown specifically to enrich the soil. Instead of harvesting them for food, you chop them down and till them back into the earth. Think of them as a nutrient-packed smoothie for your garden beds. These plants work miracles by adding organic matter to feed soil microbes, releasing nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium as they decompose, improving soil structure with their roots to prevent erosion, and outcompeting weeds while even deterring pests. Whether you're a balcony gardener or a homesteader, green manures are a game-changer. They bridge the gap between growing seasons, protect bare soil from harsh weather, and create a living foundation for future crops. Best of all, they're a low-cost, low-effort way to build soil fertility naturally. Let's explore how to harness their power. The superhero benefits of green manures. Before we get our hands dirty, let's geek out on why these plants are so incredible. First and foremost, green manures boost organic matter. Healthy soil is alive with microorganisms, and they need organic material to thrive. When green manures decompose, they become humus, a dark, crumbly substance that holds moisture and nutrients. This is especially vital for sandy or clay-heavy soils, which often struggle with drainage or nutrient retention. Another standout benefit is their role as free, all-natural fertilizers. Legumes like clover and vetch partner with soil bacteria to fix nitrogen from the air, converting it into a form plants can use. Others, like buckwheat, mine phosphorus from deep in the soil. When you till these plants in, those nutrients become available for your next crop. Imagine growing your own fertilizer while improving soil structure. It's a win-win. Green manures also excel at weed suppression. Fast-growing varieties such as buckwheat shade the soil so effectively that weed seeds can't germinate. This means less time spent hunched over with a hoe, and more time enjoying your garden. Some green manures, like mustard, even release compounds that suppress soil-borne pests and diseases. It's like hiring a tiny army to protect your garden while you focus on the fun parts of growing. Choosing the right green manure for your garden. Not all cover crops are created equal. Your choice depends on your climate, soil type, and goals. Let's break down some top contenders. Buckwheat is the speedy workhorse of green manures. It grows in just 30 days, thrives in poor soil, and attracts pollinators with its delicate white flowers. Buckwheat is particularly skilled at mining phosphorus from the soil, making it a great choice before planting heavy feeders like tomatoes or squash. Clover, especially white or crimson varieties, is the nitrogen queen. These legumes form symbiotic relationships with soil bacteria to fix atmospheric nitrogen, enriching the soil for future crops. Clover's low-growing habit makes it ideal for orchards or perennial beds as it tolerates foot traffic and stays relatively unobtrusive. Winter rye is the tough protector. Planted in fall, it survives frost and snow, preventing erosion over winter while its deep roots break up compacted soil. Come spring, you'll find the soil beneath it loose and crumbly. Daikon radish, on the other hand, acts as a soil buster. Its giant taproots drill through hardpan clay, improving drainage and leaving behind nutrient-rich holes as they decompose. Pro tip: mix and match crops for balanced benefits. Pair nitrogen-fixing legumes like clover with organic matter makers like rye or oats. This combo feeds the soil with nutrients and improves its texture. Step 1. Planting your green manure. Timing is everything. The success of your green manure crop hinges on timing. For spring and summer sowing, focus on warm season plants like buckwheat, cowpeas, or phacelia. These thrive in the heat and grow rapidly to fill gaps between vegetable crops. In fall and winter, switch to cold-hardy options like winter rye, clover, or hairy vetch, which protect the soil during the off-season. To plant, start by clearing the area of weeds or spent crops. Scatter seeds evenly over the soil. Check the packet for recommended rates, but generally, a light covering is sufficient. For small spaces, mix seeds with sand to ensure even distribution. Rake lightly to cover the seeds with a thin layer of soil, then water gently to kickstart germination. Most green manures sprout within 5 to 10 days. For example, after harvesting garlic in July, sow buckwheat immediately. By late August, you'll have a lush green carpet ready to till into the soil before planting fall crops like kale or spinach. Step 2. Caring for your green manure crop. Green manures are delightfully low maintenance, but a little attention ensures they thrive. Watering is rarely needed if you time planting with seasonal rains, but during droughts, a weekly soak will keep growth robust. Weeding is only necessary if invasive plants sneak in before your cover crop establishes. Once your green manure is knee-high, step back and let it work its magic. The key is patience. Let the plants grow until they're lush and green but not yet flowering. This is when their nutrient content peaks. For buckwheat, this stage arrives in about 4 to 6 weeks. For winter rye, you might wait until early spring. Step 3. The big chop, turning plants into soil food. The moment of truth arrives when it's time to return those nutrients to the soil. Timing is critical here. Chop the plants when they're still tender and green. If you wait too long, stems become woody and slow to decompose. The first is the chop and drop technique. Use a machete, scythe, or even a string trimmer to cut plants at the base, then leave the foliage on the soil surface as mulch. Over time, it will break down and feed the soil. The second method involves tilling. Use a garden fork or tiller to mix the plants into the top 6 to 8 inches of soil. This speeds decomposition but should be done gently to avoid disturbing soil structure. For no-dig gardeners, layering is the way to go. Simply pile the chopped greens under compost or straw, letting worms and microbes incorporate them naturally. After tilling or chopping, wait 2 to 4 weeks before planting new crops. This allows the green manure to decompose and prevents nitrogen from being temporarily locked up in the soil. To maximize your results, rotate green manures with your vegetable crops. Follow heavy feeders like tomatoes or corn with nitrogen-fixing clover or vetch. For gardens struggling with compaction, daikon, radish, or winter rye will loosen the soil with their deep roots. Consider companion planting too. Undersow clover between rows of tall crops like corn or sunflowers. It'll suppress weeds without competing for sunlight. In cold climates, use winter-killed crops like oats, which die back after frost, leaving an easy-to-till residue in spring. Avoid these common mistakes. Even seasoned gardeners can stumble with green manures. One pitfall is waiting too long to chop. Once plants flower or set seed, their stems toughen and nutrient levels drop. Worse, if they go to seed, you'll battle volunteers next season. Another mistake is over-tilling. While it's tempting to churn the soil aggressively, this can destroy beneficial microbial communities. Aim for gentle mixing instead. Finally, don't skip soil tests. Knowing your soil's deficiencies helps you choose the right cover crop. Buckwheat for phosphorus-poor soil, clover for nitrogen-depleted beds. Wrapping up your garden's new best friend. Green manures are the unsung heroes of organic gardening. They're easy, affordable, and transform your soil into a living, breathing ecosystem. Whether you're growing buckwheat in summer or rye in winter, these plants will supercharge your garden's health and your harvests. Join the smart garden revolution. If this guide made you excited to try green manures, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a tip. Share this video with a fellow gardener, because everyone deserves thriving soil. Drop a comment below telling us which cover crop you'll plant first. Happy gardening, and we'll see you in the next video.